Being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody. I think that is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. These are the words of Mother Teresa. She was one of the most selfless and amazing people in the world and has impacted so many throughout her lifetime. I'm going to tell you why Mother Teresa should be a role model to all, including those who are not Catholic. First, I will inform you of her upbringing and how she came to find her calling. Then I will tell you how she has touched the lives of so many in her work. Finally, I will convey to you her legacy and the path to becoming a saint. Baptized Agnes Gongsha Bohashu, Mother Teresa grew up in Skopje, Macedonia, where her spark for faith began very early. She became extremely close to her mother, who enthused her deep commitment to charity. Mother Teresa attended a convent-run primary school, and at age 12, her local Sacred Heart Choir took an annual pilgrimage to the Chapel of Madonna of Letnice, where she felt her first calling to a religious life. At only 18 years old, she decided to join the Loreto Sisters of Dublin and become a nun. Here she took the name Sister Mary Teresa. After making her first professional vows, she was sent to Calcutta, where she taught at St. Mary's High School for Girls. On May 24, 1937, she took her final professional vows to a life of poverty, chastity, and obedience, also taking on the title Mother. On September 10, 1946, Mother Teresa felt a second calling that changed her life. She was riding a train when Christ spoke to her, telling her to abandon her teaching and work in the slums of Calcutta, helping the city's poorest and sickest people. Because Mother Teresa had taken a vow of obedience to her sisters, she could not leave her convent without special permission. In 1948, she finally received approval from the local archbishop to pursue her new calling. She left the Loreto convent with 6 months of medical training and wandered the city in her blue and white sari that she would be seen in for the rest of her life. She walked into Calcutta's slums with one goal: to aid the unwanted, the unloved, the uncared for. This is the impact she created in the world. With no funds, she began an open-air school and established a home for the dying. She also founded the Missionaries of Charity. In October 1950, she won a canonical recognition for this association. The mission grew and received more donations from around the world. In the 50s and 60s, she established a leper colony, a family clinic, a nursing home, an orphanage, and a string of mobile health clinics. In February 1965, Pope John Paul VI bestowed the degree of praise upon the Missionaries of Charity, allowing it to expand internationally. Mother Teresa opened up a soup kitchen and a home to care for those infected with HIV and AIDS in New York City. Through her tireless and effective charity work, she received various honors, including the Jewel of India and the Soviet Union's Gold Medal of the Soviet Peace Committee. Her highest honor was earned in 1979 when she received the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in bringing help to suffering humanity. After a lifetime of serving others, Mother Teresa died at the age of 87 on September 5, 1997. However, she still remained in the public spotlight. Today, the Missionaries of Charity has many active branches of brothers and sisters in numerous countries. Her legacy also continues with the belief that Mother Teresa is already a saint. This is false. She is on the path to becoming one. One requirement of the Catholic faith in becoming a saint is for 2 miracles to occur after the death of a religious. One miracle has been identified. When a lady prayed to Mother Teresa, a tumor disappeared. The Church is waiting for another miracle to canonize her as a saint. However, 4,200 supernatural favors have been granted to believers, and investigations are continuing. Everything Mother Teresa has done in her life was filled with compassion and love. From early childhood, she was committed to charity and caring for others. She found her calling to help the poor after teaching for 17 years. In this, she founded the Missionaries of Charity, which still today are making an impact in the world. Now, as the investigations continue to see if she meets the requirements to become a saint, Mother Teresa's efforts are a legacy. She wanted to make everyone feel loved. I hope all of you can now look at Mother Teresa as a role model in your life in the same way as she is in mine. One of my favorite quotes of hers is as follows: "We know only too well that what we are doing is nothing more than a drop of the ocean. But if the drop were not there, the ocean would be missing something."